first name, last name, and title.
Sure. It's Marina Alderete Gavito, Marin. Do I need to spell it?
No, you're
Okay.
good.
Marina Alderete Gavito, and I'm the city councilwoman for District 7.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about this request.
Yeah, so I joined my colleagues to do an external audit of our Public Works Department. This comes directly from concerns I've heard about from residents about infrastructure work happening in our neighborhoods. Infrastructure work anywhere that can be anything from our streets, our sidewalks, our lighting. Sometimes it's not done right, sometimes it's not done with great coordination, and it impacts our residents' daily lives. So that's why we're asking for an audit to look into our department, make sure they're being the most effective and efficient way.
What are the people telling you? Is it like potholes that they're seeing, like lights out for a long time?
Sure, it can be anything from a resident having 5 different projects being done on the street in the span of 2 or 3 years. It can be one of the big things that we heard in the Jefferson neighborhood was their sidewalks that they've been looking forward to for years were going to get delayed because Public Works Department didn't work with the neighborhood conservation district to make sure that the sidewalks were meeting the standards. So all of those delays really impact residents' daily lives.
Was it a lot of people coming forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is one of the top calls that my office gets.
Wow. Now, what would this do to the Public Works Department, this request?
Right. So this request is asking for an audit and resetting best practice, resetting their practices. Saying what they do well, but also highlighting opportunities and saying how do we do this better to best serve our residents.
And how does this process work? I know we just put this in. What will we see next?
Sure. So I partnered with Councilwoman Dr. Kaur, Councilwoman Terry Castillo, and now it's a filed CCR, a council consideration request. It will go to our governance committee to get heard, then be assigned out to another committee, I'm guessing transportation, and then it will go to Council A session to be implemented.
So the overall goal of this, for our viewers, what are we looking for?
Yeah, the overall goal of this policy proposal is to reset how our Public Works Department delivers infrastructure projects to residents. Again, infrastructure projects being anywhere from our street repair, sidewalk repair, lighting, and making sure that we're delivering the best result for our residents.
And the residents, in the end, they just want things to get finished.
They want things to get finished. They are tired of the delays. They're tired of construction delays happening in their neighborhood. They're tired of getting a notice that they might have construction on their street and it not happening. So one of the big things that this policy proposal is pushing is more communication to our residents about the construction process.
Amazing. Anything else I'm leaving out that you want to add into the story?
Isabella, did I leave anything out?
Or
is there anything you want me to make sure to mention? Sorry. I don't know if you heard it all.
Take your sec.
Yeah, let me see. Maybe that we're responsible of good sort of taxpayer dollars we owe to our departments. Okay.
I think that's good, yeah.
Okay. And really the intent is that as council members, we are responsible stewards of our taxpayer dollars, and so we should be holding our city departments to a high standards, especially when they're delivering to our residents, directly to our residents.
Amazing. And I will say my last question was, have you guys heard anything from the Public Works Department yet, or Eric Walsh, city manager?
Yeah, no, I have not, but when they knew this was coming, this is very much about a partnership thing. This is not about pointing fingers and saying what they're doing wrong. They know that there were opportunities. They've seen them in the past couple of years. And so this is about let's put our heads together and figure out how we deliver the best results for residents.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much
Of
again.
course.